Hey friends, we're here on location. Angela here.
Carl Barone from Forge Cigar Company here at Castle Cigars. Beautiful sunny day.
Yeah, we're at Castle today, and what are we gonna do, Carl? We're going to bring it in. We're gonna boom.
Gotta
boom.
bring it in. You have to bring it in.
Got it. So we're gonna talk about what we're doing today, why I'm here, why you're here. We both traveled a little bit, and we're gonna talk about what we're smoking and what he's presenting and this and that. So if you're traveling throughout New York, we know we can find you.
I mean, I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere at once. So I'm having this great big summer cigar tour. I've branded it. You probably have seen my tour poster with all my event dates and all that stuff on there. So this is another stop on my Forge Summer Cigar Tour. Really pushing some AlecBradley, some La Gloria, some Partagas today. Saturday events, I like to do them all day. I like to really settle in.
We're gonna party today, aren't we?
Party and get in the mix with everybody.
You did. I'm gonna show a sample of that right here. Actually, I'm gonna edit it, and you did it like a rock star poster, like a fly, like going on tour with my band.
Yeah.
So with Forge is your band of cigars.
Forge is I have my band of 9 different brands, and we'll get into those I'm sure in a little bit. But I wanted to do something different, something a little kitschy, a little what I thought was cool.
Oh, he's cool, all right. He's cool. We're gonna get to meet him right now. So let's just get into it. Okay, so what I do want to say though too. Let's give this to you. We always pair with something on this episode here. We both have coffee. We're going to stick with that because Carl's at an event. But I do want to say thank you for coming on the pod.
That's so great. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Should I open it right now?
If you want.
Right, cool.
We're going to probably sip on it a little bit later.
That's definitely going to be happening. I'm such a bad gift receiver. All right, here we go. What is it? Oh my gosh! Look at that. It's beautiful.
Well, you know why I did that? Do you like old fashions?
Oh,
because Brian,
absolutely.
The brand buyer here at Castle, which check out the other episode. He's been on the pod. Brian, he said his go-to is old fashioned. So I was kind of taking a gander and hoping that you would like them too. So
I love them. I'm a big bourbon guy.
That's a cool bottle, isn't it?
I love it. That's amazing.
Yeah, show that up close.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. We're gonna get into that a little bit later. So instead, we're gonna cheers with our coffee. Of course, we always have to cheers with something.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for coming.
And cheers to you guys. So Carl's cutting lit. So while I cut and light, he's going to tell us all about this because he's the expert.
So here we have the AlecBradley post-embargo blend code B15. This is the first cigar that we released at Forge after purchasing AlecBradley. This came out about 2 years ago now. It's a perfect medium body cigar. It has a Honduran wrapper and a Corojo binder. It's kind of an interesting combination there. You don't see that very often. And it's got filler from Nicaragua and Honduras. So when I smoke this cigar, it is really woody. The smoke is somewhat aromatic, but it's just got a nice woody, earthy taste to it. Maybe with like a little bit of a chocolatey note too. It's medium, it's approachable, anybody can get at it. There you go. And I really think that this is a great cigar to start my day, for example. But again, it's just gonna hit that spot where maybe your mild cigar smoker can take a step up, and your strong cigar smoker can get a little bit of a reprieve from what they've normally had. So when trying this one.
So it's like right in the middle. All right, so you're saying you could start your day with this, but then also when you're having like dessert and coffee, would you say this is a good choice as well?
It's a really nice pairing cigar because whenever you have that like cedary, earthy kind of note, it does pair really well with whatever spirit you choose or whatever bourbon you choose or whatever your drink of choice is. What I'm looking to avoid when I'm like pairing something is like a peppery cigar. I don't want a competition. I want like a cooperation, right?
Yeah.
So nothing that's going to
harmony.
overpower. Exactly. That's the word I was looking for. Anything
palate harmony. That's what I'm looking for.
Any sort of cooperation is what I'm looking for. So I generally pair with like a mild or medium body cigar. This one is probably on the stronger end of what I would pair with, but still. Without those peppery, leathery, oaky kind of flavors, it does go pretty good with just about anything. And I love the Post-Embargo by AlecBradley, blend code B15.
Yeah, and 4th of July is around the corner. I love the Americana band on it too. It's really...
Yeah, you do have some of that imagery. Like you got a nice flag in there. kind of strange, right? Like post-embargo, like what are we kind of going for there? But you know, post-embargo was a cigar in the past by AlecBradley, and this is like a refresh sort of label. So the past label was a little bit, you know. It was a little bit boring, ordinary, sorry Alec, sorry Bradley, and then we kind of redressed it up with this one, kind of changed the blend a little bit, and the cigar is very affordable. You know, you're not breaking out $20 for this one in any market. So yeah, I mean, you could hear everybody loves this one already. It started a humongous ruckus, even though they're all standing only 2 feet from each other. So
well, hey, we're in New York. New Yorkers do what New Yorkers do.
Right.
So now, speaking of New York, were you born and raised in Buffalo? Because we're in the Capital District right now. Castle is located in Rotterdam. I've done many episodes from here. Yeah, I did make the bold choice today of filming during a party here because, you know, it was quiet. And then 1 minute passed, and now 10 guys are talking. Yeah. It's all good. Maybe I'll get a shot of what's going on behind us.
Absolutely.
But I was say, listen, here's what you do. Don't listen to this when you're driving on Spotify. Listen to it on
get the video.
Yeah, on your couch and then YouTube. Then everything will be cool.
This is what happens when I go on my little cigar tour, right? Like you get a raucous crowd, you know. And I've you know, I expected this. We haven't planned for this, but that's okay. Just to help you feel like you're here with us, you know. So this is me screaming in your face about how beautiful AlecBradley cigars are. But as far as me, the question you asked, Buffalo, born and raised, lived in the same zip code my whole life. Have spent some time in other states for extended periods, but you know, I always come back to Buffalo. It's a great place to live between May and November, and then everything after that is quite bad.
Tubing? Because you gotta somehow embrace the snow.
I hate the cold.
Oh, really?
I tried to snowboard one time. It was about 10 years ago. Yeah. And on that day, I couldn't really figure out the lift. So.
Hey, the lift will kill you.
Yeah, the lift.
I'm gonna interrupt. The lift will kill you before the skiing. Listen, I've been skiing since I was a little girl. The lift will kill you.
I couldn't figure out the balance of the lift, so I finally figured it out.
Knock you off your feet.
No, I had the rope lift. I was on a hill so small that I didn't get the real lift, so I'm just going to tell you exactly what happened. So I finally mastered the lift, and then I would get up to the top of the hill, and I had all rented stuff, so it's like, okay. And then I fell a whole bunch of times, which obviously, so maybe like 2 hours go by. It's a long day on the mountain. And then eventually there's a group of children who are learning how to snowboard or ski like halfway up the mountain, right? So I finally figured out how to stand on my board, and then I went down the mountain and I took out this entire class of children at the knees. And all you heard was...
Okay, the lift won't kill you, Carl will.
Right.
Carl's gonna... Oh my goodness, Carl's coming down, barreling down.
I kneecapped all of them.
Oh, were they like 10 years old? 5
They were
years old?
very young.
Oh,
yeah, they were sub 10 years old. And all you heard was me laughing maniacally. It echoed through the mountain. And I was with, you know, my sister and a couple other people, and I was like, okay, it's time to go. And that was the last day I ever did that. It was a huge fail. Huge fail. Nobody got hurt, and that was the one time I'm ever going to try it. I do not do anything outside in the wintertime. I just shovel the snow, snow blow it. Times like this, like oppressive heat is my favorite.
Oh yeah, it's a scorcher out there.
You can't get enough of it.
It's a cool day today.
So it's definitely hard living there when like that's your attitude and your approach toward like all things cold.
You know, that's interesting that you say that. You're actually one of the first people I've talked to from Western New York that kind of says, like, give me the beach. Because I grew up on Long Island, on the beach. But I went to SUNY's up here, and when I met people, you know, who skied or this and that, or, you know, from like more the Syracuse, Rochester area in my college days, I never really met anyone that didn't say, like, you know, oh, I grew up in the snow, I had to, you know, we were sledding. But you're like, no, would you say you're a beach guy?
No.
You're not?
No.
He's
I don't like
Catskill Mountain guy?
I don't like any of that.
No.
I don't want to be outside. I really don't want to be outside.
Listen, he wants to be in a lounge with a cigar.
I want to be the best place. My favorite place is my garage with the dogs outside, baseball game on, quiet, peaceful, either very late night or very early morning. is what I would like. I don't want noise. I don't want any of that. I'm not an outdoorsy guy, man. I just don't.
Hey, it's all right.
It's never been for me. So I'm just not gonna. Yeah, no beach, no mountain.
It's okay. The cigar on the beach anyway goes out.
Yeah, and also like I get sketched
It
out.
gets blown out from the strong.
Oh yeah, and I get sketched out about like other people like looking at me. Like the best, my favorite stuff that I do is done in private. I love the solitude because I'm doing this all day, right? So it's like
I totally get that. I totally get that. Okay, so we actually paused that, and I hope it might be a little bit quieter because
the initial rush has completed, I think.
Yeah. So okay, so how long? As some of you know, Carl represents Forge, but you want to tell us a little bit about that because there's several brands under that that people may not know. Because I know AlecBradley. This has been around a long time, and then you represent Partagas, which also who's been around longer because I love those cigars too.
Partagas has been around since the mid 1800s.
Oh, I was going to say I had a feeling I couldn't remember. But
Partagas would be the oldest brand that we have. So whenever I tell people that I represent Forge Cigar Company, it's always met with confusion or oh, I've never heard of it, and it's like, well, you have. You just don't know it. Forge is a portfolio of 9 brands. We're owned by General Cigar Company. The 9 brands are, and I have a structure and a way of doing this. So we have La Gloria Cubana.
I'll put them all as you say it.
Yeah, right.
I love
La
being
Gloria
close at
Cubana.
it. Boom.
Partagas. Diesel.
Oh, that's
Right?
that's it.
One of my favorites. Boulevard. El Rey del Mundo. AlecBradley.
All the best.
Room 101.
All the best.
Los Dados Deluxe, don't sleep on Los Dados Deluxe, and Chillin Moose, which is the best value brand in the cigar world. You can clip this, I don't care. That's facts are facts. Chillin Moose has been around for some time now. It's been on the market for quite a while. Chillin Moose is our budget brand, right? We don't have a true bundle cigar that we make at Forge, so we need something that's like for the guy who wants to have a daily driver cigar. It's our form of a bundle cigar that allows someone to have a cigar every day, a premium long filler cigar that's not going to break the bank. So they come in really large sizes. They come in every wrapper you can think of. You know, there's Maduro, there's Natural, there's Connecticut. Really giving the cigar smoker an opportunity to get a long filler cigar at a great price, even in a market like New York where it's like extremely difficult to smoke a cigar every day if you wanted to.
Yeah, because why is it? Because of tax, you're saying, right?
The tax is very prohibitive, but you know, we don't care, right? We're gonna do it. It's gonna happen, and you know, we need some peace in our day, right? So we're gonna get that hour, and Chillin Moose is a great way to grab that hour for under $10, right? So that's a brand I probably sell more of than anything else.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
And starting when? Like over the last couple years?
Since I've started.
Oh, because you've been working with Forge for quite some time, right?
No, I just got here in September.
Oh.
I am brand new.
I think I skipped around. I apologize.
That's okay.
I told Carl, if I cut you off, please don't get mad at
No
me.
big deal. But I came from retail. So the Forge brands were brands that I did very well with at retail.
The Carl that I know you're a cigar guy for years and years.
Right.
But
Very
not
long time.
Okay, I get you.
Yep. So I managed a store in the Buffalo area for 3 years. We ended up shipping to like 30 or 35 states. We're doing multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars in cigar sales per year. It's very successful. It's where I got a huge amount of education in how to run a cigar store, how to interact with the consumer, how to run an event, everything. You know, we had 900 SKUs. And Forge was a brand that I always did well with, you know, as a portfolio of brands. There's not a single one that I didn't sell in my store. So there was some familiarity there between me and them, and obviously they had kind of noticed that I was buying a lot of cigars and you know, turning them pretty frequently, and they were just brands I was always drawn to. You know, my 2 favorite brands in the cigar world are Diesel and Room 101.
Yeah.
I've always been drawn to them. They have.
I list Diesel in my when I do top picks. I always put Diesel on it.
Diesel's just
Before I
dollar for
even
dollar.
met you, Diesel and
They're just
yeah.
excellent cigars, fuller body, great flavor. They're consistent. They're all made by AJ Fernandez, so there's some pedigree there.
Oh, see, that's the best. Whenever I find out what my favorite cigar is, because AJ, I feel, I mean, like, let me just say, no shade to anyone else, because Drew Estate, I deem them high. That's me personally, and Foundation, what they're blending. But also AJ, for me, he can't blend anything wrong. That's so. When you say, I don't even think I realized he did Diesel.
Yeah, so
background of that.
Diesel came out in 2009. You know.
AJ's got his hands in more, but not many people.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean, I think he owns something around like 50% of all the Nicaraguan tobacco on the market.
Wow.
And always has been. Just whenever you introduce an AJ element into a cigar, it elevates that cigar to a different place.
Have you met him?
At a PCA a couple of years ago when I was a retailer, but I'm not really a guy that I'm not really, how do I say this in the right way? I'm not really like a fanboy guy. Like, I could see a cigar, you know, a cigar legend guy or a maker, and you're just, man, he puts his pants on the same way I do, right? So like,
listen, I'm learning from Carl because I think I geek out. I geek out.
Yeah, I mean, now I'll ask questions.
I'm a fangirl.
You know, I just kind of, I don't know. I've met several, you know, Rocky, and I work with Matt Booth and
heavy hitters.
Yeah, and AJ.
Matt Booth, he's so down to earth.
Matt Booth, he's a maniac, man. I love the guy.
He's like a rock. You want to talk rock and roll?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why when you did your Forge poster.
Oh, I've got a cool one I'm cooking up for July too, a little bit different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I meet these people, and it's just kind of like I shouldn't say this, but I feel like we're just on the same level. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though it may not be true, I don't create anything, but I feel like the knowledge and the passion I have for this stuff is equal. So I guess I don't really feel, I don't really feel like out of my element. Yeah. You know?
They're your colleagues. Is that what
I feel that way. Could be wrong, but that's just how I feel.
No, that's cool. That's it. I think we're gonna just take one more pause. We're gonna do another segment, kind of close this out because now we have the other vendors coming in here for today, and I want Carl to be able to service everybody. And I'm trying to win, or I think I have to buy like 10 cigars. I'm gonna show it on camera. There's like a Tin Man, I call it, a Tin Man.
It's called the burner lighter.
Let me get it.
All right.
So like what we're gonna do is I want to just talk about this briefly. This is so cool because can people also get this online?
That is available at different retail stores. It's called the AlecBradley burner lighter.
I mean, that is so cool.
It comes in a very large can too. It might take a whole can of butane. So it comes in basically if you were to turn this to the side, it comes in that size as well, right? So this is the mini version. So it's like a Bunsen burner you might have used in high school, right? So you got to make sure you turn it off because if not, it's going to keep bleeding butane.
Ooh, it has like a little.
It's beautiful. It's super cool. I love showing them off at my events. It's a really nice showpiece. And those are available, online. They're available from different retail stores. If you come to one of my events, you're going to have an opportunity to just have me hand you one because I really like to blow it out and make sure people leave with something that they really appreciate.
So I don't. Thank you for that. We're gonna try to trim it down because I definitely interrupted you. Carl wants to make sure he says a snippet about what's going on with Forge, each brand. I'm gonna let him do that because we're gonna, like I said, other vendors are setting up their table. We don't want to be rude. So
so I'm gonna give you.
Is my green light still down here?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you.
Listen, live is good. This is good. Live is good.
You gotta do it live. We'll do it live.
Better than dead.
That's right.
Hey, the owner, the queen here. I'll show you. The queen here, Angela. She said live is better than dead. Hey, she's not wrong.
She's right.
That's a good quote. I never heard that quote.
So we'll do one statement on every single Forge brand, right?
Yep.
A cigar you have to try, right? So La Gloria Cubana, starting off La Gloria Cubana, you have to try the brand new Los Gloriosos cigar. Just came out in April. Blended by E.P. Carrillo, who started the La Gloria brand in the 90s, rose it from the original boutique brand to now it's a nationwide name, right? Los Gloriosos by La Gloria Cubana. Next, Partagas y Nada Mas. Brand new cigar, 4 tobacco blend inside with a Habano wrapper from the year 2000. Incredible, unique flavor.
I'll put the pictures of all of them.
Absolutely. These are all these are the number one must tries right now, summer 25. Get them while you can. Partagas y Nada Mas. El Rey del Mundo. Appointment.
That's a good one.
Appointment. The best cigar I smoked at the PCA 2025 trade show. Cameroon wrapper. Delicious, nutty, approachable, no pepper. Just the best cigar I've had this year so far. Boulevard, you gotta have Grand Republica. Boulevard Grand Republica comes in a lot of larger sizes, but also a nice little petite Corona that I take the dog out. When I pull that cigar out, the dog knows what time it is. I'm getting my little break. He's going to have some fun. Milo, shout out Donnie.
Dog named Donnie?
Yes.
I love that. Listen, you have to text me a picture of your dog. I want to put them up on your
Donnie the Dachshund.
Oh, I love that.
My guy, yeah, both of them.
Donnie after a sports figure or someone in your family?
Did you ever see The Big Lebowski?
Years ago.
Yes. So
Years.
Donnie.
Okay.
Yeah.
See that? I knew it had. Oh, I like that. I like
That's-
that.
that's-
My dog's name is Finn, kind of after Dewey Finn from what's that? School of Rock?
Yeah.
So that's where that came
Try
from.
any one AlecBradley cigar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's Chunk. Chunk is a little 4x60. The size might look familiar to another cigar that's on the market out there. I'm not gonna name any names, but similar kind of style, similar kind of profile. Just a great lawn working cigar, a great outdoor cigar, a great winter cigar. I mean, up in Buffalo, I smoke a ton of those, shoveling the snow, doing all that kind of thing. Chunk, it comes in Maduro. Connecticut comes out later this month. AlecBradley Chunk, number 1. After that, what do we got? Room
That just
101.
dropped in 2025?
Chunk came out at the end of last year. Connecticut's coming out in about a week or 2.
Oh, nice.
So, Maduro and Connecticut. 101, we have Payback Nicaragua, my favorite cigar that I sell. Can't beat it. It's a perfect medium, full flavor, no bite, no pepper, consistent, draws well, cuts easy. What more do you want? Value, come on, man.
Value all the way.
So it's room 101, so Los Dados Deluxe. The Connecticut is one of the best Connecticut's I've ever had. Tons of flavor. Again, consistent. It's a Matt Booth project, so you get some of that. You get that trademark, that flavorful kind of experience that he likes to take his customers on.
I don't know. Do you have any of those today?
I don't, but they are in there.
Okay, they're in there, yeah, because, we'll have to take a picture of the humidor because I haven't had anything, whatever I've tried from Room 101, I've enjoyed. And I first actually discovered them a few years back. They, Luxury Cigar Club carried a few Room 101s that just came, delivered to my house. And I don't even think I had heard of them yet. And because that's like the beauty of the club. It just came to my doorstep and I was like hooked.
Those samplers are always cool.
Yeah. Room 101.
Room 101's growing like a weed, and for good reason. The cigars are a great value and they're so good. And it's probably 50% of the reason why I joined up with Forge. The other 50% being Diesel. Diesel is a fantastic value brand. They make very full body cigars, but my favorite one, the one you have to try, is Vintage Natural. That is the gateway into the Diesel brand. If you like that, you're going to be able to smoke anything Diesel and you're going to fall in love with it. So we have all of that. Chillin Moose, we talked about it earlier at length. The Maduro, for me, nothing hits like that one. It's a full body cigar.
You have a Maduro with you today?
I think we have a couple, yeah.
So if people go on Facebook and find Castle, can they just, how would if let's say someone lives, I don't know, Montana and they're interested in what you're saying, how do they get these? Just go through Forged or?
No, so we only work
I know
directly.
where they could find, whatever you've named, they could obviously find and get online, but I want to can we funnel it through you directly or that's not how it would work?
I would recommend just shopping around. Buying from a New York State store is, I would shop around. It's just we're just gonna put it. We're gonna leave it right there as far as how they could find them. So
Yeah, because there's some people around here. Because I have a lot of followers. I like to encourage the Hudson Valley surrounding, like I said, Capital District. Just go into your local lounge.
Yes.
It's best to support your local lounge.
Absolutely.
But if you're watching this and you are I want to learn more about Room 101. I want to try and smoke it. I'm just saying, if they DM you, that wouldn't be where you would point them. Where would you point them? Just type, just Google,
I would ask them where they live geographically and where I think that
and then
a lot of these.
go to their local lounge and pick it up?
Yeah, a lot of these brands have store locators on their websites,
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
like you could just pop in your zip code and find out where to get them.
Yeah, that's
So
smart.
yeah, that's kind of what we're working with there. So what's next? We have we did El Rey, we did Boulevard, we did AlecBradley. We've done most of them, but there's one I'm forgetting. That one is Partagas, El Rey, Boulevard, Diesel, Room 101, Los Stados, Chillin. Well, what have I forgotten?
Did you say AlecBradley?
I did.
Uh-oh.
You know what? I guess that's it. So those are 8 cigars that you must try. You got to get those in this summer. They're all, they're all under $15. They're all big sizes. They're all fantastic experiences, and tell them I sent you it.
You heard it here. So so that means there's pressure on me to get this up and out any minute now, because we're at the end of June. We want to drop this hopefully by, I'm going away, so for the July 4th. Hopefully right after that we'll get this up, and then all the rest of the summer, you guys comment below, tell us what you've tried, tell us what you already love, tell us what you want to try. And I actually, so in all of those brands, how many does AJ have his hands in?
Too many.
Oh.
It would just be impossible for me to tell you. Like there's just, it's all of Diesel. There's Johnny Tobacco, there's a lot of Room 101. They have Matt Booth and AJ have a fantastic relationship.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those, it would be impossible for me to tell you, but it's more than 7. Yeah. That's the AJ effect.
Okay, so like I said, thanks for sticking with us to the end. We know we're on location. We know there's noise, but we said, who cares?
Who cares? While I'm here, let's get it done.
Let's get it done. So I was saying, this is Puros and music, so we normally talk about music in the end. Right now we're going to close it up, but I will, before we go, do you play an instrument?
So I am the least musically talented person that ever was. My fiance is very, very musically talented. She has such a good voice. She plays guitar.
Ooh,
she auditioned for The Voice.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
is she on is there a clip?
No, she didn't quite get that
that
far,
is so
but
cool.
she did not embarrass herself.
Wow.
So yes, shout out to her. She is fantastically talented. I am so jealous. I have tried many times to play guitar. And I'm just not wired in that way. I'm more of an athletic, I like sports, and I'm better at that stuff, and games too. I really like games, like puzzle games and stuff like that.
Cool.
Music, not my thing. So if you ever see me with, guitar, drums, get me help, because it's not going to be good.
Well, then I know what you play. You play the radio.
I play the radio. I play the podcast. I play Puros and Music podcast. Is what I play in my car.
All right, so do you have any final words?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank you for having me and listening to my spiel about Forge Cigar Company. Listen, and I have a special message for the New York area. I believe that this area, as far as our community of smokers goes, is chronically underserved and often stepped on. And I want everybody to know that I am here to change that in any form or fashion that I can. And my goal is to have events like these, to do community things like this, to just be out here so much that it makes everybody else raise their game, and if you come across me, I promise you a good time, a good cigar, and maybe a good drink too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, cheers to that. We got coffee.
Right.
Cheers to that.
For now.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks
we'll
for
see
watching.
you next time.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
See you next time.